guns. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I be dealing with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just sucking my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water, three with the snows, all the ops gonna plow. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds. I'ma stay down to the sound, to the sound, to the sound. On the floor to the steps, build up, with the pants on the steps.
Got no paper, told him quit the pocket, watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes. Schizophrenic with the bag, listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, till I'm battle. Now I got my bands up, 1,000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on the
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And just shedding him off there, and he'll be out. Here just past the 20-yard line. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. A nice little juke. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's a rookie from Texas Tech. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Patrick. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
On the handoff, McLaughlin to about the 40-yard line. The Broncos are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. On play action, they'll throw.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Second and a couple. They'll try the left side with Dillon.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. The give is to McLaughlin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a second and 2. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jaleel McLaughlin, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little bumping. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
11 more on that one and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll try the left side. It's Patrick, and he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 19. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. They'll run on first down. Patrick, and they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. This 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patrick. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Patrick. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try to run this one in. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now back to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And taken at the 46. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chiefs 13.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up the deficit. And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a handoff looking right. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Running free at the 45. Off to the races. Amon-Ra St. Brown. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 92 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And bulldozing his way through. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
On 3rd down, it's Patrick, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead. They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
A give for Dillon running right. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a handoff up the middle. Patrick, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Into space at the 45.
And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. On first down, it's Patrick, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the...
And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Riley Moss. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
At the 13-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Running right, here's Dillon. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he is going to have the Broncos first. And that should be the capper. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them